we've been doing this for 16 years, and every year the need has remained the same. We've been doing 1,000 turkeys now for like 5 years, and 1,000 families, 3 food pantries, and some to the food banks. So we're just glad that we're able to, that they can get something. They may not get everything they want, but they can select some items of their choice, which is just so important, because if you give a parent a bag of food and the kids don't like anything in the bag, the person who gives it to them feel really good, but if the kid is not going to eat it, you haven't really solved the problem. So we think that the way that we are doing it here actually does solve the problem to a point. Pastor Vicki is over here. This is Pastor Vicki Amons from Restoration Christian Church, and she's been with me 4 years now. And as you can see, she brought her own team with her, and this is what it's all about, teamwork. And her team will be doing the arts and crafts and things with the kids here. This is Tomorrow's Image Barber and Hair School, and what they do is he brings some of the barbers who are already licensed or ones who are in the school right now, learning to get licensed, preparing to get their certifications, and they actually stay here all day. They cut hair. Some ladies probably will come later who braid hair, and they will cut anybody's hair who shows up here today. Nothing required. It's free, totally free. When you look good and feel good, you behave differently. So we want our kids to feel good about themselves, right, John? Mm-hmm. See how nice his haircut is? But we want the kids to feel good about themselves also. As you can see, everything is labeled. See, it says meat or meat sauce or rice or pasta, and all 3 of these tables are identical. So if you walk this one, you can get all a sense of everything. They're all identical. If you look at them, they're identical. It looks like a lot, but when you got 1,000 or more families who really need help, it's really not a lot in the scheme of things, because we have to limit what we give them because we don't know how many guests we're actually going to have. So today they will get at least 1 bag and some extra items that don't belong in the bag. They'll get 1 turkey per family.
We'll give them a turkey, then we've got some fish in the bag we'll give them.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, these were like not frozen. This is fresh fish. This came from the food bank. They donated this to us. I do this because over 60% of the kids in the city of Newport News active receive free or reduced lunch right now. That's a lot of kids. That means we have working poor families. These are families that, you know, they're not just poor at Christmas time. They are having difficulty with their ends meeting all year long. And I was one of 10. There was 10 kids in my family. My father had a 3rd grade education. My mom had an 8th grade education. And they worked as laborers. And by Wednesday, we didn't have any food. They brought home food day by day, because you know, they couldn't keep up with the consumption of 10 kids. Can you imagine? And 5 of them were boys. So I just remember how I felt as a child. So when I started this, and after the first year, I mean, I was sold, you know, that this is something that we started and we have to keep it going.